Hi, this is Charlie Coltman, CEO and founder of CancerLife. Today's blog, I'd like to discuss one of the most important, profound interviews and discussions on the radio that I heard around cancer care last week. The interview was conducted by one of the most amazing, thought provoking, humorous interviewers of all time, and that's Howard Stern. And he was talking for the first time with his sidekick, wonderful co pilot, if you will, Robin Quivers, about her cancer journey in 2012. For those of you that don't know the show, Robin received a diagnosis of ovarian cancer with a tumor in 2012, and going through her treatment, she never left the radio and they never talked about it. So she was going through treatment for a good 18 months or a year or so. And no one really knew about it till after they declared her quote unquote cancer free. And for the first time last week, they talked about the topic of the show was Robin's resilience. And in that interview, there was something that was said that was one of the most profound, important statements and experiences that needs to really be shared to every cancer patient who's going through treatment. Um, During that time, Robin discussed the fact that her tumor was essentially tumor. They were telling her they will try to quote unquote keep her alive. She had the attitude that we hear, that resilience attitude of never give up. That's important for all patients to understand that, your attitude is everything. I know there are some diagnoses that are too overwhelming and can be detrimental to patients, but generally, um, her experience was so important to communicate to every cancer patient currently going through treatment. And specifically, they discussed a moment in time as Robin was going into surgery. She met her surgeon, and her surgeon basically described or explained to her what was going to happen. And what he told her was, oh, and by the way, sort of casually, I'm going to have to remove your part of your colon, and I'm going to have to give you a colostomy bag. And, almost like no big deal. And Robin, turned to him and was like, what are you freaking talking about? And the surgeon was, put upon and said, well, what do you mean? And she's like, I'm not going to live with that. Here they were. She was about to go into, a 6, 7 hour surgery and be about to be put under anesthesia. And she's, having this debate real time. Um, and the doctor said, well, Robin, it's up to you to have the quality of life you want. And Robin said something that every cancer patient needs to kind of take with them. She turned to his doctor and said, "Fuck you. I will only have the quality of life that you give me." That statement is so profound and important for every cancer patient. It may seem harsh. It may seem that how could I ever say something to my doctor? Well, she was basically demanding that the doctor consider her quality of life. And that's what I've spent 7 years trying to do as I've been involved in patient care. And as we, as CancerLife, are collecting quality of life data that empowers them to, collect their own data, look at it from the rest of the community, share it with their own community members, and collect this data so that they can go to their doctor and say, fuck you, doc, my quality of life is 30% below what other patients are reporting. What's going on? Do I have other options? It's all about the empowerment. And that statement, F you, doc, I will only have the quality of life that you give me, is so critical. It's so profound. Like I said, there's been no statement in one sentence that has captured my vision for cancer care going forward. And yes, I know every doctor looking at this blog is like, well, Charlie, you don't get how difficult it is, to deliver cancer care today. I get it. It's complicated. There's a million options. The data is growing exponentially. The requirements on you as a physician grow every day. I know it's hard. You're also paid the most in medicine. So, um, I just want to say thank you, Robin Quivers, for your profound statement uh, that's really summarizes the importance of patients demanding their own quality of life as they go through treatment. That's what's really going to make impacts on millions of patients' potential lives. When patients collect their own data, share it with their doctor, and say, no, I'm not happy with this. Let's figure something out. Point being, after Robin said that, the good side of this story is that the doctor was so impacted by Robin's statement, said, and basically asked himself to dig deeper, to fight harder. And a 6-7 hour surgery turned into a 9 hour surgery where instead of taking the easy route, remove tumor, remove colon, colostomy bag, segment a colostomy bag, he spent that extra 3 hours in grueling surgery to remove the tumor and give her the quality of life that she demanded. So thank you, Robin. Thank you, Howard. Please keep talking about resilience. We all need a lot of freaking resilience nowadays. And God bless you. Thank you.